guys. Today we're going to be playing some Resident Evil 2 Remake. New game. Leon S. Kennedy. On standard. Just getting a refill for the game because honestly just doing playthroughs, doing playthroughs without saving. Just obviously the game will checkpoint, except on hardcore where you will need the the ink ribbons to save. But here we don't. Actually, no. I think actually we do have to save at least. Yeah. All right, so there we go. Not really like a speedrun, but we've already made a mistake. We just made a second one. In terms of speedrunning, obviously those little mistakes won't affect anything significant, like what they were like 2 or 3 seconds. Just moving in the wrong direction.
I'll shoot.
Alright, we're just gonna skip him. Always skip this asshole. Always get out of there like that. Don't waste your ammo, because remember it will become very important. Very iconic.
Get down.
Very awesome opening. Yes, this game is worth experiencing. I will do an enjoyment playthrough, but since it's October, what is this, October 3rd? I figured I might play some horror games, and good news, guys, good news. I will be getting the Silent Hill 2 remake the day it comes out. Like 5 more days while I get paid soon. The nice thing is, whenever I get paid weekly. The interesting element is I've been doing a whole lot of overtime, so I will be getting a new PS5 and a new TV to play it on. So it's going to be really sick. I honestly cannot wait to transfer accounts and all that stuff. No rules for this playthrough, no infinite weapons, no bonus weapons, no nothing. Just strictly grabbing only essential needs. We're not gonna need that. I did get the deluxe weapon thing. I actually did not know what was, so I'm the type of idiot that doesn't really read the purchases. I thought they were weapons that were like you unlock after beating the game. Or how do I explain this? I had no idea that they were I had no idea that you could just unlock those same weapons. I know that they had like the different versions of the Samurai Edge, and I thought that that would include all of those and some extra weapons that were like special or throwback weapons from the original, or DLC weapons. I had no idea that you could fully unlock those weapons, so pardon me, ladies and gents. So yeah, will be some, and granted this is kind of sort of directed in the speed of a speedrun, or at the pace of a speedrun, so, like obviously I'm grabbing a few extra items, but that's just so I don't have to run and backtrack later. So I actually prefer taking my time with these games. I don't like speedrunning games, honestly. As much as it's a challenge, I would love to attempt the challenge. It's just, to me, it's more rewarding to fully experience a playthrough again, you know. And it is kind of something that I do miss playing games like this. I am going to get some blackout curtains in here. I want to be able to block out the sun. It's just... obviously the big element here is blocking out the sun so I can see properly. No. Alright, I took a first bite.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
Remember guys, sometimes using a little bit of ammo, not killing them or over-wasting is good. Because, hey, a few things just occurred. One, we got the necessary stuff we needed. You know, like we didn't over obtain any items or anything like that. The other thing is we didn't take unnecessary damage, so you know. So we cannot just walk through here. We have to actually go up.
This is not how I imagined the first day.
Okay, let's see. We got some ammunition. We got a herb right here in the front. We can come. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and do something. We'll waste it because it's only just a green herb, and not only that, there's tons and tons of green herbs. We'll reattain our status that way. We don't have to worry about. Oh wait, good. This remake is honestly top tier. RE2 is a classic Resident Evil game. It truly was a great game. I want to say the original Resident Evil 2 is very iconic. It's one of the best games that you could have played on the original PlayStation. Hands down. And was an improvement from the original Resident Evil in almost every way. You know, obviously, you know, there's a little bit more action, more combat, and more enemies, so it's a little bit more difficult, but it's not unfair. It's not impossible. It just took a little, the skill level was a little bit higher, which is okay. I feel like if you're gonna have a good game, that you should have good, you know, good skills. 3 headshots and they usually go down pretty quick. He is still alive. High capacity mag. Find that, so boom. High capacity version of the HKVP. The VP section.
What the?
boom, bada bing, bada bang. Extra inventory spaces. He's still down. Uses of gunpowder. Learning how to skip and pace and knowing where to go and what to do is always important in these games. There we go, that prevents him from getting in and more enemies spawning here. Okay, yeah. Grab that. And then we'll also open up this locker, which actually in the original, I think you can get a outfit for Leon. Claire. That's how you get their alternative outfits with the special key. If I remember correctly. It's been so long. I just remember this term being very important. But the other factor I just want to mention here, the survival horror is really there's just something to it for Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill games, you know, obviously Resident Evil 2 are just other classics. And there's something about the era that these games came out that I just remember so cool. Obviously, the alternative games that a lot of people mainstream weren't really too much a fan of, you know, obviously. Survival horror is, survival horror is very dependent on really the player that's playing it, you know. It's, if you're not into puzzles, if you're not into Metrovanias, you know, where when you enter an area, you don't have let's say oh, son of a bitch! How the fuck did he get up here? I seem kind of a little bit jumpy, but they are removing the trash into this loud noise out of nowhere. But you know, there's just something to this game that I just so enjoy. I can't tell you what it is about the game. Maybe it's just because it's Resident Evil, and I just love the. I think they are great games. I think they are awesome games, and I think that, like I was saying, it really depends on the amount of enjoyment you get. Depends on what kind of player you are. You know, if you just like shoot 'em ups and you just want to blow shit up and have an action adventure, you know, this is not necessarily the best game for that, but they have a lot of that. You know, they have a lot of action moments. They really give awesome horror vibes, because obviously the game is kind of a bit like, it keeps you on edge a little bit, you know, and I like that. I appreciate that. It's a fair balance between challenge and fun. You know, you don't do too much kind of alleviates the purpose, you know. It's supposed to be challenging. And a good challenge, good puzzles, the game to unfamiliar environments, which is, again, it rewards you with items and things that you're going to need along the way. And usually the limited inventory is usually a good indicator of a challenge, because you can't just pick up every item you want. You have to leave items behind. There's a level of decision making, and I think that's the key fundamental core of what makes a good survival horror game a good survival horror game, because you can't just, you know, breeze your way through. You have to adhere to the challenge. You know, you have to overcome certain areas, you know. Like, it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to be a challenge, and it doesn't over-challenge the player. You know, obviously it's not going to throw in an impossible to kill boss and have you have no weapons and stuff like that. And sure, they might have a section of the game where they do that, you know, but it's like a chase sequence, and that's what the game wants you to do, is run, because you're weaponless. But I don't think they don't do that here in this. They do have Mr. X, which is impossible to kill through normal means, but you can take him down, and he'll be down for just a temporary amount of time. He will not be down forever. So you cannot, like, kill Mr. X. Let's see. Is it 6 to 11? Here's something else to note. I actually like the within. Muzzle brake suppresses muzzle rise and increases accuracy. Just something that we want to do, because obviously item, which, as you guys can clearly see, I'm playing it the smart way, right? We're taking good stock of inventory so we can pick up items, right? That's decision making. Oh shit, I cannot solve the puzzle right now, but we'll do it next time. So we're not going to use the stock.
Situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, stop. Marvin. Damn it.
You know, this game looks beautiful. It looks good. I was genuinely surprised. Now, the original RE2, it's something else that I forgot to mention. Is this something to playing these like remakes? Because we have a lot of them, you know, obviously, out now, and going through and thoroughly enjoying this game has brought me great joy in recent years, because honestly, not gonna lie, I've played a lot of games, but you know, there's just something to this game, you know, where it's a classic, you know, it's a genuine classic, and I feel like no matter what you say about Resident Evil 2 Remake, I feel like there's always something so positive when it comes to, like, beating this game, completing a good doing a good playthrough where you made good progress or whatever. There's just something to it, you know. Alright, we're super low. That did just save my ass. But it's okay. But I was gonna say, oh yeah, so one of the cool things with Resident Evil to the classic, was the zap feature, So, in other words, what sucks is we cannot go through there. We have to go through here, which kind of sucks. It's gonna be kind of hard to dodge. We made it around unscathed. So you can do it. And it's just, that's good luck. And then that's something else I like about this game, is sometimes the game's RNG, where it puts the enemies, will be in your favor sometimes, and it will lead to situations that are absolutely ideal. Okay, actually, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and quick use this to get to fine. We've got another flashbang, so we should be good. We're going to cut through here. Cut in here, obviously, and we're gonna go ahead and use this item. Bada bing, bada bang, cha-cha-ching. Now we got the shotgun that we're not even gonna use, and I'll tell you why we're not gonna use the shotgun. We're not gonna use the shotgun. Oh, fuck me!
What the hell?
Awesome, critical. We can't get our knife back. At least we didn't take any unnecessary damage. We will put this in the storage. We'll throw these in the storage. Hey, there's just something. It's just so I haven't even saved it. Seems kind of crazy, right? Just running back and forth, back and forth. Really what we gotta do is store some items here. Because I know, I myself know what I have to do. Okay, I fully realize what I gotta do here. Yeah, of course, number 203 gives us the hip pouch, which is pretty good. Obviously, we're going to use the valve, so then that gets another item out of our inventory. He falls over.
What in God's name?
And it's so awesome, right? Because we don't have to, or we no longer have to do the whole, you know, opening a door bullshit with Resident Evil, where it, you know, where it does that real annoying bullshit where it makes you have to go through like that opening door cutscene. Because in the classic Resident Evils, but there's something so classic about even that, you know, that I felt like makes it kind of worth it. Obviously, as you guys probably have been telling, I'm really loading up on my shotgun ammo. That way I can breeze through the game, so I don't really want to start using the shotgun until after I'm fully upgraded. I guess we got one. There's a couple ways I could have actually done that looking at the level design. So if I really wanted to, you know, obviously I could have went on to the second level, gone on to the, gone through that whole hallway, past the liquor, unlocked that one door to create a shortcut, but I didn't. I actually just sped through. You know, and then this is what survival horror is all about, man. Beautiful, classy designs, like an art museum. Like, you know, you feel like you're in a classy establishment. So, yeah, definitely take note of that whenever you go to design a survival horror game. Make sure the environments are classy with lots of, like, wood, bronze, gold, a little bit of silver, you know, a globe, a sculpture bust, you know, just stuff like that. You'll be set. So, you know, obviously they want us to go into that second level right there. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually skip over here. The reason why we're skipping and going down here, hand granada. Now we're ready to go fight. Trust me, we'll need some hand grenades. William Birkin Boss 1 is kind of difficult, but honestly, what the? No item for us here. It would have been really cool if they left us like a knife right there or something. So anyway, guys, the horror games that I'm going to be experiencing.
It won't work on this thing. No choice. Gotta take it down. Where is it?
William Birkin, done. Not too hard, not too difficult, and besides that, we also have another red and green herb out of the whole thing, with some additional ammo. I really want to give this remake a 10 out of 10, honestly, out of personal bias. I feel like it was pretty true to the original. However, I do wish that the second playthrough, the only thing that doesn't give this game a 10 out of 10 with an S rank, the only reason I left it in the A rank, for my personal ranking, would be simply because the original Resident Evil had the zapping feature. If they did some sort of modern version of that and changed up the playstyle between Leon and Claire, giving them, oh, I don't know, a little bit more differences in their second and first playthroughs between the two playthroughs, I feel like, I really feel like it would have worked really well. Obviously, look how much inventory spaces we have, and just consider that for a second. So we have 23 whole shotgun shells, which is honestly a decent chunk. I mean, we have enough shotgun munition to breeze through this chunk of the game if we really, really had to. But we also don't feel like that's entirely necessary. And now we're also going to meet Ada Wong. My favorite
Need a key card.
side character besides Hunk.
Get off of me!
Hey!
Who is that?
Stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. Your help.
Surprised you made it this
That Ada Wong
Yeah,
is
huh?
classy as shit,
What's
bro.
going on here?
far. Sorry, that information's classified.
Where are you going?
Do yourself a favor.
I need something.
Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you. What the?
I feel like if I was to do a survival horror game, or a zombie movie rather, I feel like definitely like a coroner's office where the dead are coming back would be more than necessary. Oh. What about roaches? Giant roaches too. I don't like that. Okay, alright. Bada bing, bada bang. We will need this. I know it seems like we're wasting so much time, but we do need to grab some additional inventory items. Killing these dogs doesn't do anything.
Just
Now combining this stock makes us gun a 3-round burst, which seems kind of dumb. If you are a beginner gun guy, you might not understand why, but it actually does work in real life. Oddly enough, it has something to do with how the connections made between the actual round itself, or not the round itself, but the connection between the stock and the actual receiver. There's a, I don't know how to explain it, but this particular pistol was designed for that purpose, to give police a little bit of an additional edge over, you know, the criminals. But this is a German police pistol. You know, and the thing was the standard model, just the handgun itself, no extended mag, no nothing, is typically offered to the public because VP stands for Volkspistol, or People's Pistol. Cool, awesome, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Prison bars. Something so creepy about them. So ominous. And there's a lot going for this game. Obviously, you know, you just completed the first quarter of the game already, you know, by this point in time. Because the first quarter is getting through that boss fight, coming back and obtaining the other sections of the map, of the RPD, like going through here and whatnot. Because Mr. X isn't here. Once you get to Mr. X, like once Mr. X is in your game, you basically, I want to say you've abruptly reached that, 41% mark, close to 50%. Once you leave the RPD and go through Kendo's gun shop into the sewers, you've reached 50% of the game's completion. After sewers, you go to lab. After the lab, or after nest, or whatever you want to call that section, then you beat the game. So you guys may or may not be wondering something, but the reason that I put all these boards in storage, the four boards, he was too busy snacking on, not Marvin, what was the other guy's name? I forget the other guy's name. The other thing I want to take stock of is some Magnum rounds. So we already have Magnum rounds already. Bada bing, bada bang, baby. Yeah, we already have 11 Magnum rounds. I have a single Desert Eagle mag, which I believe holds 8, which is not bad. Actually, in IRL, I'm probably going to end up buying a Desert Eagle in about a year or so, just to have a 50 AE, Action Express cartridge and just, blow massive holes through random things, whatever targets I can create, like a 2-liter. Oh my god, we got another 3 Magnum shots. Holy shit, bro. Bro, we are already like stocking up on Magnum rounds. We're fully stocked on pistol and shotgun ammo. So the second quarter of this game is gonna be kind of a bit harder, more difficult, obviously, but no, not in storage. Check out the gunpowder. There should be some more gunpowder around the corner from here. Okay. Alright, we're gonna need the red book. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. And don't forget, like, to keep your eyes open for ammo. Cause yeah, so we're already like fully stocked almost on shotgun ammo. Cause we have 25 rounds roughly, and we're gonna get a lot more shotgun ammo in like the middle section of the game because, you know, whatever reason. So we're always gonna pretty much be tapped out on shotgun ammo. You know, again, this is my way of playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, honestly. It works rather well because simply put, it's a very effective way of playing the game. You know, it just involves really conserving and it's also moving at a steady pace because you're not taking forever to complete the game. The other point I want to go ahead and mention is that the way I'm going about all this makes a lot of sense. Really. Oh yeah, forgot we need that, and then guess what? We also ditched that. So no more use needed for it. Now the interesting thing about doing it this way, instantly coming down here, is you don't have to deal with Mr. X. Mr. X is not spawned in the game yet. We have not encountered Mr. X yet. We don't encounter him until after we do the bullshit with the, oh no, we have to. We have to encounter Mr. X. Never mind, guys. I'll tell you why we have to encounter Mr. X. We have to encounter Mr. X because we have to grab the green key, the four-leaf clover, the clover key. So I don't know. There's that. Boom. We'll just flash Mr. X. Alright, we gotta evaluate the other factors we have not saved in my game. If I die, we lose all this progress. Which we know is not something I want to do. I'm not going to activate Marvin yet. Holy dog shit. Put that in storage, put that in storage, put that in storage, put that in storage. So, shotgun shells, 20 plus 12, so we're at 32 shotgun shells, and considering how much shotgun shells we're going to get later on, that's plenty. If we can get up to at least 54 shotgun shells, we're going to breeze through the game rather easily. It's not too long until we get the barrel upgrade, which once you get the barrel upgrade, your critical hits go up astronomically as well as the damage. So, the reason that the Magnum is going to be required is quite easily because the Magnum is very powerful. It's the reason where it's a powerhouse gun. You know, it's not going to, it's not going to be a waste of inventory space, you know, simply put. And with the Magnum upgrade, you know, it'll make the most out of it, because not only will it make it more accurate, but it also increases the damage, I believe, which the Magnum does insane amounts of damage already. Yep, whatever. So that happened, because Leon's heavy. Huh. You'll probably also notice your ammo consumption rates will climb up pretty quick as well. Alright, so yeah, the 2 herbs down here. Classic Resident Evil reference to the fact that they would put multiple herbs down in a difficult area. Yeah, so... Well, actually no, let's keep the gunpowder, because I'm pretty sure when we go and collect the... I'm pretty sure there will be gunpowder in that one room. Son of a bitch. Thank you. I think in the original you get a key item from here. No? I think so.
Jesus Christ!
I also would recommend to go ahead and get all that stuff situated.
Marvel. Oh no. Damn it.
Safe room, bitches. time. No, this is where we cheat.
Better get moving. This thing will die.
See that, my friends? That's called genuine skill. He's just gnawing on that corpse. Honestly, not too bad. Yo, we're not doing too bad at all. Well, hold on. Alright, so that ammo shortage got solved. Because of course it did. Because of course it did. Oh my god. No, we forgot the gears. Hey, fuck face. No, 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 no. That's a bad fuck up. See, that was my Mr. X solution right there. I was solving for X. Mr. X. Watch, he's gonna be waiting for us right outside of here. Honestly, I probably could have taken that bite back there in that closet if I kept the grenade, because honestly the grenade was supposed to be my solution for Mr. X. Honestly, because I haven't saved once. Yeah, this is kind of a feat, but yeah.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Shoot him just to knock him back, then run. It's of no further use to me. Still cannot believe I haven't saved yet. Okay. Yeah guys, we have not saved once yet, honestly. Going for that S rank. No infinite weapons or no disqualifying anything. I'm literally just built like that. But yeah guys, I just wanted you guys to know that I'm actually going to get the Silent Hill 2 remake the day it comes out. But I just won't be able to play it because I don't have a PS5. I have to wait till next paycheck. But that's okay. Parking permit. Oh, I won't need that. Alright, cool.
What are they after? That's not good. Give me a break. You bastard.
Get the fuck off me. Alright, let's move. Ada Wong comes to the rescue. Saves Leon's ass. And those dogs from earlier disappeared, so we don't have to waste our ammo on stupid dogs. I'd say we're not doing too bad, but we almost bit the dust back there. First aid spray. I don't think the first aid sprays affect the S rank. Or the S plus rank.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible.
Kendo's gun shop was actually kind of different since Kendo's gun shop marked the beginning of your journey in the original. This marks the middle of your journey in the remake. But, so yeah, I'm actually getting the Dead Space remake and the Callisto Protocol Tormented Souls, Silent Hill 2, and possibly the Resident Evil 4 remake for PS5. So, and also Resident Evil Village. So lots of survival horror to go around, honestly, to keep me entertained. Because again, this is my favorite category of games. The long barrel, which is going to upgrade our damage. So if we actually read the description, examine long barrel for the W 870. Extends the capacity of the clip to 8 shots and boost overall destructive power. So, you know, it's good because we stocked up on a lot of shotgun ammo early game and did not spend much. Hey, what's going on, Game Clip? I'm just playing Resident Evil 2 remake. Possibly, I think actually, yeah, this is like the perfect remake. Honestly, the only way it could have been better the only way it could have been better is that they brought back like the zapping from the original, you know. So zapping is a game mechanic that basically, because the game featured two discs on the PS1, disc 1 and disc 2, your playthroughs were entirely separate. So in other words, and that sounds kind of stupid, so they were separated by disc. So say in the disc B or disc A, you know, disc A being like Leon A and Claire B scenario. In the Leon A scenario, if I like close the shutters, they're gonna be on Leon scenario. They're gonna be open on Claire's, you know, or little choices that you make to pick up certain specific items or to open specific doors changes the way that the B scenario plays out on that disc. So it was very clever at the time. You can look it up and research it. But Resident Evil 3 was awesome, you know, because it had Nemesis and it focused on, you know, Jill and crafting ammo and stuff like that. It was a very cool game, honestly. Very badass, very advanced mechanics. But going from like these modern interpretations of these classic games, I feel like, you know, this is definitely a fun game, and I definitely enjoy it quite a bit. As you guys can see, you know, I have not saved once yet, actually. We're already halfway through our journey.
Real scientist came down here. Come on.
And I don't know, Resident Evil is pretty balanced. The game gives you enough ammunition for certain sections. You just have to skip combat a little bit and get good at dodging and evading. This playthrough has been really good so far. What time is it? Is it 1? No, it's well, yeah, it's basically 1. I have to keep track of the time because...
Jesus! That an earthquake?
No,
What the hell?
not an earthquake. Closely, not quite there. Yeah, we haven't saved once for this playthrough. So we're not going to upgrade the Magnum, unfortunately. But look at that, we have 20 whole shotgun shells in here. So 28 plus the 7 we got in the actual mag itself. Very, very good ammo conservation. Yeah, so I'm playing on normal mode, but I haven't saved the game yet, so if I die I lose all this progress, so trying not to die. I'm doing really good. I'm trying to go for an S+ rank. Yeah, but I really love this renaissance that we're having right now in survival horror. You know, it'd be really cool if we got a Dino Crisis remake. Obviously, I don't think Capcom can do that. Dino Crisis was like Resident Evil with dinosaurs. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 originally, so it's just dude, that game has a charm to it. Everything from that Spanish location, you know, being in Spain, to the fact of just Leon constantly upgrading his arsenal. And the remake of RE4 gives you the LE5, which is basically the MP5 in the new Resident Evil games. MP5 is pretty good. The only game so far remake was hold on. So yeah, the only game so far that the LE5 has not been in is Resident Evil 3, which would have been just a kick-ass weapon to give Jill an MP5 and give her submachine gun ammo, or a special type of ammo just for submachine guns. And
make it quite plentiful for all playthroughs because, you know, you can only get the assault rifle if you're play unassisted, which is kind of insulting, but, you know, if the MP5 took the same ammo and you can get the, you know, assault rifle later on, you know, obviously Resident Evil 3 had more action in it than Resident Evil 2, so Resident Evil 2 is still trying to be a horror game at times, and you can tell often by the weapons that the game gives you. You know, nothing too super powerful unless you're playing as Claire, which the game gives you a pretty decent grenade launcher.
So let me get this straight.
But the one thing I did want to go ahead and say is I hear a lot of rumors that they're going to be remaking Resident Evil 1, and if that's the case on PS5, that game's going to be so awesome. With just how beautiful Resident Evil 4 looks, and I've only played it on PS4, currently playing on PS4. Graphics fidelity is just phenomenal. These games look really, really good. But on the PS5, a 4K resolution, you know, 60 frames per second, maybe more, with the, you know, with the assistance of pre-rendered backgrounds, you know, the game is just going to look absolutely phenomenal. Okay, now we're playing as Ada Wong. Well, I actually didn't think we'd actually get to this point in the game.
Secret weapon plan.
So I've actually beaten RE4 Remake on PS4, and I have not played through separate ways. But as you guys remember that stream a long time ago, I actually scored like 1 million in the Mercenaries mode as Hunk. Hunk was definitely my favorite character, and I love that they gave him a good ability in RE4 Remake Mercenaries mode, which was awesome. I love playing as Hunk. He's my favorite character in all of Resident Evil. And I love seeing as though Hunk's scenario. Just some simple yet light evasion skills easily get you through this level. I gotta get him over here. But I'm not wasting my precious ammo on this loser. Fuck me in the cock. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Wesker has an epic loadout and all that, but Hunk? Yeah.
Even in the original, the neck breaker is pretty awesome. The only way Hunk would have been S rank, honestly, if they gave Hunk some flash grenades, which I think they do, but if they gave him flash grenades at the start with a little bit more ammo for his TMP, and I don't know, if they gave him a regular pistol as well, I feel like and a knife, Hunk would have been just god tier. Because being able to knife and stun enemies and then put them into the neck breaker would have just been super deadly as a combo, and not being able to waste ammo on crates, because you have to shoot them, because you don't have a knife to break them, so you have to actually shoot the crates and stuff like that in the original and in the new remake. But one thing that's pretty awesome that they did that I didn't think they'd actually do is was a huge thing for me, was the fact that they made they made Louise Sarah
unplayable mercenary. Which is something I wanted them to do in the original. But they never did, so I thought that was really awesome. But yeah, I'll be getting the Silent Hill 2 remake when it comes out, man. I just won't be able to play it because I don't have a PS5 yet, but... yeah, but he's not that good. Yeah, but still, it's a challenge, and you get to use the Red 9, so... I mean, it's not too bad. It could have been much, much worse, trust me. And so yeah, RE4 remake, again, these Capcom remakes are just going hard. Now, I will say one thing, I really feel like the community has been dog shitting really hard on the Resident Evil 3 remake. Okay, alright, we gotta be careful right here. We got to be careful. Is there a healing item in Ada's little scenario here? I don't think so.
That always been good at running. Give me that. Persistent bastard, aren't you?
Please, wait a minute. No, the game is going to start me back from the beginning, isn't it? No, it checkpointed. What the fuck? This game has checkpoints? If I would have known that, I would have handled the situation differently.
Got
Yeah, checkpoints are goated.
running. Give me that.
No healing item. I must say, they should have given her a healing item. Because I feel like that is too unfair to Little Miss Ada Wong.
Persistent bastard, aren't you?
With extremely low health too. Holy shit. No, one death, mark that, gentlemen. One death, no saves. And I'm halfway through the game. What's up here? I know we're wasting time. Oh, no we're not. We're going where we have to go. But yeah, guys, one of the things I just love about survival horror games is just how creative they can be sometimes.
Bravo. Gonna bang your live, Matt. You'll never get your filthy hands on the G. I'm not going anywhere for it. You realize this.
And you won't die alone.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
What Y3 was awesome. Oh, the remake for 3? Well,
in my opinion, yeah, it's very disappointing. I feel like the game should have at least been maybe 30 minutes longer in terms of just overall playthrough. I feel like they should have given us the clock tower sequence, and they should have increased the RPD section, and it should have, I don't know, they should have spent more time exploring Raccoon City, and they should have given us a second section where we go through another chunk or portion of Raccoon City. And then they should have extended the initial section with optional exploration.
I feel like if they did that, I feel like the RE2 remake or RE3 remake would have been awesome. Because getting to explore Raccoon City was kind of sort of awesome about the original, that just the remake never really went all the way through with. Was, you know, obviously exploration. But you know, not gonna lie, man, that section in RE4 where you're playing as Ashley with the knights, yeah, that, bro, in the remake, that shit was goated. Yeah, like, I mean, hear me out, bro.
I feel like the sections where you play as Carlos, it should have been a little bit longer, actually. And not to mention, I really feel like we should have had more exploration in, like, the sewer, not really the sewers. They could have extended it a little bit, you know, adding a few other optional areas with more ammo and stuff like that. But,
you know, I don't know, man. I just really feel like the game was just too short. But they cut out so much out of the original. They should have had the clock tower sequence. And honestly, man, they should have went all the way through with. Well, they should have gone all out, I think. And what sucks is they have the budget and they have the fan base, and you know, they have the resources to make the game great. They just didn't. And honestly, man, since so what do you think the next remake is going to be?
I think they need to remake Resident Evil 1. And from the sounds of the rumors and stuff I've been hearing, it sounds like that's exactly what they're going to do. And I get it, Resident Evil 1 already had a remake.
But the problem is, that's really not a remake. It's more or less a remaster. It's literally the exact same game as the original, except with a few added bits and pieces. A new enemy type, the Crimson Heads, and Lisa Trevor. Apart from that, Nah, man. The remake for the original Resident Evil 1 is fixed camera angles. It's old. Not that that's a problem, but it's really old. So a lot of people that are getting into Resident Evil aren't ready for those actual classic Resident Evil mechanics. You know, it's a classic. It truly is awesome, and that game has been preserved. You know, that remake came out before the actual original Resident Evil 4, I believe, or right after, or soon after at least. So, you know, that game's been out for a long, long time, and I think it's just unfair that we, you know, say that's the remake to the original Resident Evil. It was perfect, and it was, and it's literally lightning captured in a bottle, and they couldn't have done a better job. But now in the modern era, with over-the-shoulder perspective, it would have been different if they did Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake exactly how they did the original Resident Evil 1 remake, where fixed camera angles, perfectly classic. That would have been super goated, but they didn't do that. They did this, and this is also good. And in fact, this has paved the way for new people to get into Resident Evil, and it's not bad. It's really good. So I think that they really need to do a Resident Evil 1 remake, because for one, Resident Evil 5 doesn't have a lot of horror. It has a lot of action. And a lot of people play Resident Evil because it's a horror game, so I feel like going back to the survival horror roots, because we've seen what they've done with Resident Evil, like we've seen what they've done with Resident Evil 7 and 8, you know, obviously 7, yeah, we're going from Resident Evil 7, right? Ethan Winters, the Baker household, that situation. Yeah, that was really good, because it felt like kind of like the original Resident Evil in a lot of ways, but it really didn't at the same time. Had a whole lot of new mechanics. As a matter of fact, it had a whole new camera system. You know, being the,
What the hell?
you know, I think they're gonna remake 5.
Yeah, and they need to, but the thing is, they have to be careful doing it. They have to do it just like they did Resident Evil 4. They cannot differentiate from that. Yeah, they could try that split screen mechanic and the multiplayer side of things. I don't care about that. That's cool, that's awesome, that's great, but they need to focus the core fundamental story to be more like this.
A horror game. Not an action game, and not a boulder punching simulator. A fucking horror game. And I think that Resident Evil 5, the original, just, you know, Chris is just, I don't know, it felt like Chris turned into Rambo. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not, I don't want to say it's not good, but it's not great. And I need to make Sheva more intelligent. I mean, yeah, but so Sheva is going to be the huge factor that basically defines if the Resident Evil 5 remake is okay or not okay. And I think that's something we need to just understand right out the get-go, because, you know, Sheva plays such a massive role in Resident Evil 5, right? She's your partner. She's the person you have to give weapons and items to, because you're only limited to 9 inventory spaces, and that's something that they need to get rid of. They need to get rid of that 9 inventory space bullshit.
then the other thing is, if you remember at the very beginning of the game, you know, there's that weapons guy, or there's that guy that gives you your Beretta 92 FS handgun, right? They need to keep him alive and basically make him the new merchant for that game. Because that whole system of buying weapons and upgrading your gear after each level, fuck that. I need to be able to upgrade my weapons in between levels, during my level. What if, you know, I wanna do things. The other thing that they need to bring back with RE5 is puzzles. Real puzzles. Not that fucking just collect a key item to go to the next area. Alright? That's something they need to do. Now, Lost in Nightmares, awesome, great. I really hope that they bring it back. As a Resident Evil fan, Lost in Nightmares was awesome. It was great. But that's why they need to do RE1 Remake first, right? That way, you know, because if you know what Lost in Nightmares is, it takes place in a Spencer Mansion, not the original Resident Evil 1 Spencer Mansion, but a replica of it. And the thing is, if they go ahead and do the Spencer Mansion in this new RE engine, then they'd have all the assets to make the Lost in Nightmares aspect of that easier. So development-wise, yeah, that's something that they should do. Instead of doing it the other way around. Instead of doing Lost in Nightmares first with RE5, they should do RE1 Remake first, and then do RE5. Because, and here's why, because quite frankly, we've only encountered Wesker once in the new Resident Evil lineup of games. Only once. Because, you know, he's in RE4. And we haven't really encountered Wesker. You know what I mean? We haven't battled Wesker. We don't understand why he's a bad guy. So it'd be their opportunity to remake one of the best survival horror games of all time. And not only that, but, you know, Resident Evil 1 sort of started the whole genre. So during this renaissance of survival horror games and remakes and all this other shit that people like me are a fan of, now would be literally the best time to do it. Since they're redoing Silent Hill 2. And Silent Hill 2 is scary. Resident Evil 5 is not. So, bottom line. And besides that, Resident Evil 5 is still a good game by today's standards. So, I don't think it's in need of a remake just quite yet. He's still alive, I know it. Yeah, but we have to get unpoisoned. That's just a factor with this. So we're on 2-12-8. That should give us the stock. Yep, there it is. So what the stock does, makes it easier to shoot rapidly. And I'm sure it also decreases recoil, and it takes away some of that like idle sway, and also increases a bit of that accuracy. So all around just makes the gun so much better. There we go. Yeah, and obviously making it more rapid fire is pretty good. Makes it easier to shoot faster, so.
What the hell?
He's gonna come back alive, I just know it. Holy shit, bro. But, so no, actually, quite literally, I really wanted to get a PS5 2 years ago, 3 years ago it's been now. Yeah, 2021. So, honestly, mobile gaming may, get these big steps towards making mobile gaming a bit more mainstream. But here's the thing, regardless if it becomes more mainstream or not, it's still mobile gaming. It's not going to feel like a real game. And I know a lot of people like mobile gaming, but, I don't. I don't think it's real gaming. And it sounds weird, it sounds kind of hypocritical. But hear me out, guys. It's not a balanced form of gaming, because you see your phone screen is going to get cracked. You're going to have touchscreen sensitivity issues, and there's no controller involved. Now, granted, I'm sure you can find a way to connect a controller to your iPhone, and if you do, that's fucking goated. But then you're going out of your way to emulate an experience that you could just do right here in your house or whatever. The only thing is you get the game on the go, and you know what I have to say about that? The Nintendo DS, the Nintendo Game Boy, and then there's, the battery issues, so it's going to drain your battery because it's running a game, on insuperior hardware. The other thing is graphics. You're going to have graphic issues, because it's a lot going on the little mobile screen. There's only so much processing power your phone has that, you're gonna make those massive sacrifices. Get the fuck. All these G monsters can do is poison us, which is good. I'm sure we get the stun. No, we get the flamethrower here, don't we? We will need that. The spark shot's kind of pointless. I've always thought the spark shot was kind of pointless. It just seems like a powerful gimmick weapon. It's a gimmick gun with power. Also, just wanted to note for you guys, I just wanted you guys to know that I, today, made an achievement. I made it to round 22 on, Black Ops Zombies, on Black Ops 1's version of, not Nocturne Totem, but, of Derice. So, very proud of that moment. So round 21 is not really too much, but for me, Like, that's kind of a feat since my highest round on my favorite map was around, like, 17. Oh, fuck, dude. Just wasted a whole grenade, bro. I literally just wasted a whole grenade. Well, see, and you live and you learn here in this game, you know, it's not... And perfection is not really that much, is not really that achievable. Because you're gonna make mistakes, so you better just accept the fact that you're gonna make mistakes along the way, and that's okay. The other thing when it comes to like self-care, by the way, guys, is something else I wanted to go to mention. The highest round on solo was around 9. Yeah, so obviously I was playing solo. My highest round with friends is probably close like round 70 or 80 on Kino. And then we made it to around, I think 91 on Moon was the most insane bullshit. I was literally, my asshole was not, my ass cheeks were fucking cramped from sitting in my gaming chair that long and just being at the edge of my seat, just barely making it through each round and struggling along the way. It was an experience I never want to experience again, honestly. Making it to those high rounds is just something that I don't enjoy. It just takes so much effort getting there. I really do enjoy those speed runs of getting to decent high rounds. I know he's down in here somewhere. There is just something to getting to those high rounds quickly that I just enjoy. Man, but then there's also something to these survival horror games I enjoy. I just enjoy playing games, man, honestly, bro. Because I was really stressed out because I'm still alone at 22. You know, I don't have a girlfriend yet. Not yet, because I've had girlfriends, but... You know, I want something real. You know, I want someone that has the same interests as me and enjoys the same things that I enjoy, obviously. But, not gonna lie to you guys, here's a great way to set up some motivation. Find a goal. Create a purpose. You don't have to find a purpose, you just have to create one. Obviously, that's in the wrong space. That has to go right there. We'll solve this puzzle here in a second. I'm missing one more puzzle piece. Don't worry, we're gonna go ahead and go get, but we have to clear out some space in our inventory here before we go and do stuff like that. Oh, did we leave the badge in the computer? I think we did. Naughty. I wanted to go grab that Desert Eagle upgrade because we're gonna have to go back up there anyway. 2 hours. I think to get S plus rank we gotta complete the game in under 3 hours. Hold on, let's verify that. Okay, but the playthrough itself says 1 hour 56 minutes. So we're not even quite at 2 hours yet, but we're booking it though.
You know, I guarantee you, if we had done a few methods to save time and we did not die that one time, and if we just sped run it a little bit quicker, I'm like 90% sure. And if I also took a few slightly faster routes, we could have probably saved close to around 20, maybe even 34 minutes. Honestly, somewhere in that ballpark, which isn't too bad. But and we're not doing bad at all. Hold on. So let me research this. Requirements for S plus rank in Resident Evil 2. S plus rank requirements in Resident Evil 2. And 2.5 hours or less for scenario A. 2 hours or less in scenario B. Maximum of 3 saves allowed. Cannot use infinite weapons except for the knife. So, yeah, we're pretty much getting close. We're not going to make it though, unfortunately. But this is a good trial run to sort of get the hang of things. So we can save a total of 3 times, and it says nothing about using, you know, first aid sprays. That's okay. I just enjoy playing these horror games. I'm not trying to set any record. Yeah, we're not gonna make it, but it's okay. Well, at least we made it pretty far, because we had the laboratory right after this, which after we complete this sewer section, we basically go to the lab and then beat the game. So it's not as horrible as I thought it would be. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I was sort of expecting there to be some more challenging things for this, for the requirements for S+. But it's okay. I'm not really beating the game for time. I'm beating the game for myself, because I know I can beat this game without using any infinite weapons and without using, because I did no saves at all. Which is honestly kind of impressive. So we've done quite a bit. One of the things I actually kind of enjoyed doing is Black Ops Zombies, just so that way you know, game clip. Broski, you should like totally subscribe to my channel. Like, you seem to be pretty cool, man. I'm not even bullshitting you either. I'm not even trying to, you know. I'm not even trying to bullshit you, man. Like, you seem pretty cool. Yeah, and you seem like the kind of person that would honestly enjoy watching my other videos and stuff like that. Because, you know, obviously, you know, I play a lot of I stream a lot of PS3 games. And I have a method to streaming on PlayStation 3. So, you know, I can do that for sure. But the thing is, the real thing when it comes down to playing these older games, and, you know, I'm a big PlayStation guy myself, yeah, but I really want to experience the Xbox again, and I'm going to be buying myself a limited edition Xbox, the Halo edition one. I'm going to be playing the Halo and Gears games, honestly, so if you guys are big into Xbox, let me know. And so, because I'm going to be playing a lot of Black Ops and Black Ops 2 on Xbox. It's not like I'm switching sides or anything like that. There's no more like a gaming war, so to speak, between PlayStation and between Sony and Microsoft. But the thing is, you know, having both consoles is kind of interesting. It's a different experience.
And, you know, truth be told, I really want to go back and experience a lot of those older Xbox games, because I love old games. I do. I genuinely do. And being able to actually go and experience those older games is something that that I really honestly value, and it's something that I don't really get to experience too much on PlayStation. So my retro experience is buying physical copies of retro games and playing them on retro consoles with a retro TV,
which has brought me 720% joy out of life, being able to do that. But then it also gives me about a 20% disappointment,
because then I also have to realize that, man, you know, those days are done. Like, you know, like those days are done. You know, I can't go back. You know, there's no way to go back to re-replicate that era, that time period. That, you know, that I was experiencing that type of shit, because I miss those days, man. I really do miss those classic games, those classic days. I miss those classic commercials, and I just miss that era, that time period in my life where, you know. Blew off Marvin's head. He's back. Holy shit. I haven't even... Should be a liquor in here. Yeah, he's right there. Let's see what's here. Gunpowder and 102. I think there's a knife in one of these too. 103. $106. 109. Okay. I'm actually buying me another knife as well. Fun fact, actually, I brought my knives into my apartment now. So I have knives. Yay. I guess. 208. Free shotgun shells. Because, like, I remember the Resident Evil Outbreak days, and I remember the, like, Ed, Edd and Eddy on Cartoon Network days. I remember, dude, I remember so fucking much, bro. It's crazy. It's really insane how much, like, little things I do remember. It's just crazy to me. I actually think we get an extended mag for the Desert Eagle in there.
What the?
To make it past this body here, I'm gonna run. Actually, no. It's crazy that we don't see him crawling up alongside the wall. That'd be really dope.
God damn it.
I have to go process that film. Yeah, I don't think Resident Evil 6 was a horrible game. It just was not a decent Resident Evil game. Keyword being decent, because it was not good, but it was not, like, horrible. I wasted all that time. Yeah, I wasted all that time. And like I was saying earlier about Resident Evil 1 Remake, or they need to make a new Resident Evil 1 Remake, and I think if they do that, we're going to be good. We're going to have a good year, because the SH2 Remake, and with rumors of them even thinking about making an SH1 Remake, you know, which is just goated. We can get we get Silent Hill back, like on its feet. It's right there. Man, bro, those head explosions are so satisfying.
But yeah, no, like, I genuinely understand a lot of, like, you know,
Fundamental mechanics when it comes to survival horror games, and I just think it's fun how, like, in this modern era where survival horror is coming back, it's becoming more mainstream, it's becoming a little bit more popular, it's becoming more genuinely accepted, and to me, that's just, like, awesome. The barrel and slide upgrade. So now it takes up 2 whole inventory spaces, but that's okay. Examine. So reduces recoil and increases the gun's destructive power.
so yeah, the destructive power and reduced to recoil, that increased accuracy is going to be exactly what we need out of this gun against bosses. I think it also decreases some of that idle sway, making it more usable, obviously, with less recoil. Makes it more usable against bosses, so in those hardcore situations where every shot counts out of a magnum, you know, we have something that at least our shots will count, because one, they'll do a lot of damage, and number one. Number two, the gun is going to be much more accurate. Yeah, as you can see, the idle sway is decreased a little bit. I haven't shot the gun, so I'm trying to conserve our ammo. But yeah, there was just something so magical about back in the day, gaming. Z F S Z F. Eat that, motherfucker. So that would have been our extended mag upgrade for the Desert Eagle. Yeah, if we just put that in the storage, we could have... Oh, man. Well, that sucks. The Rook and Knight are on the same wall, and the Bishop and Queen are next to each other. So the Knight and the Rook. Hold on. So we know the pawn is supposed to go there. Knight and the Rook. We'll put the king on here. Bishop.
There's obviously no way this is gonna work. Alright, so what we do know is the pawn goes there. This can go there at some point. So the knight and the rook are on the same wall, and the bishop and the queen are not next to each other. Oh, okay. So the bishop, the king, the queen. The queen and the rook are opposite of each other too. So the rook has to be right here so that the queen can be right here. And we know that the bishop cannot be next to the queen, but the fact that the king can be next to the queen. Yep, there we go. Solved it.
Okay, almost there. Damn it. Need the power on first. Jesus Christ!
Oh, I thought this part was kind of interesting.
Now I got you. Let's do this. Let's hope that's the last of it. Ada! Ada, where are you?
Over.
The cable car take us down from this. Those things I took it to ride.
Nice. Where'd you get that?
Almost there.
So I guess you can call this a speed run. Sort of.
This may be a one-way ride.
This train is bound for west. Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Okay? Where did you buy this?
Authorized staff only.
Now, in order to platinum this game, I need to read all the documents, so I actually have not done that. I have to find them all, at least, so.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of healthy foods.
Awesome. That works just how I needed it to. Let's come back there for an extra hit pouch. For our last hit pouch.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief.
Makes fuel last longer.
So yeah, we're gonna make the most out of this if we have to use this thing.
Which we will. When we get to that plant area.
Hotline. In the east area.
USS. A USS troop, Umbrella Secret Service. And that's the part where we rage quit.